Hey guys, Cloud of Truth here with some more Battlefield 3, and today I've got a couple of rounds for you all. First one here is a game of rush defense on Seine Crossing, and the second one will be some highlights from a round of conquest on North Shore Canals. In both of these games, I am running support class with the M27 IAR. Same exact setup as I talked about it in my video about it being one of the best LMGs in the game. And another thing is, if you hear kind of murmuring or background noises within the video, maybe someone talking, during both of these games, I actually had my headset off because it was dead and I was charging it. And there's a little story behind that. My Turtle Beach is broke about a month or two ago, so I've been using my old Bluetooth headset, and the battery life on that thing is not very long. It dies quickly, takes a long time to charge, which is a pain. And so whenever it's off, the sound from people's mics comes through my TV into my Hauppauge's the audio cables, basically, so it records it. And whenever my headset's on, it comes through the headset, so it's not picking up people's audio. So that's why you're actually hearing people talk, and it's not just, there's some, I don't know, you're hearing noises or something like that. It's just the people talking in the game in my squad. So just letting you guys know in case you hear kind of little background voices, don't get freaked out by that. But got a new pair of Turtle Beaches, so hopefully we'll be able to fix that very soon. Well, what I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about is really the state of Battlefield 3, the condition of the game, how everything works for you, and is it ready for close quarters? I mean, or does it need to be patched again? Now, we only got the patch back in late March, and it's, you know, it's so far, it's kind of getting used to. There's still a few kinks I'm trying to figure out, and one of the things that that patch did not help is my idiocy in still putting C4 on a friendly LAV. Apparently we stole it, and I'm an idiot and didn't realize it, and yes, I deserve to be shot at for that. That was just so dumb. But what can you do? No harm, no foul. Kill both the guys, and we are on our little way. So, for me, I think Battlefield 3 is not quite ready for close quarters. And what I really mean by that is the biggest thing that really frustrates me in this game still is the suppression aspect of it. Now, I know there's a few of you guys out there that think suppression, you know, oh, it's, you know, it's so good, we need it in the game, it makes it realistic. Keep in mind what you just said, realistic and video game. Those two words should never be put in the same sentence together. It's a video game. It's not supposed to be realistic, okay? It's just not. And that's the part of the problem I have with this thing is, it's just people say, oh, it needs to be realistic. Battlefield 3 needs to be realistic. No, it doesn't, okay? It needs to be a balanced game that, you know, can fit a lot of different people and they can have an enjoyable time playing it. And suppression for me makes me mad. Especially, I know a couple of guys out there that I play with a lot, especially Sword. I know you get pissed at suppression. I do too. Oftentimes that results in me getting killed from a horrible player because he shoots first and I can't see. I just cannot see anything. My screen goes blurry. He hits me like once. You know, the blood splatter on your screen, and I just cannot see anything. And I have to get behind cover and just lay there for like forever. And oftentimes I've been spotted, so while I'm laying there trying to recover from suppression, someone just walks over to me and just pops me once in the head, and I die. That really pisses me off, because that gives the benefit to the less accurate players, even though I'm kind of one of them, and my accuracy is pretty bad. I still like to be the aggressive player, and when I get shot at by people that just really cannot aim, and then you have their buddy next to him and goes, oh, you're shooting at someone, here, let me help you, and then they down me in like 2 shots. I mean, you have no chance, and that for me is what I think is the biggest thing that needs to be changed, especially with close quarters upcoming. I know I did not get my hands on close quarters at PAX East because I did not get to go, but if you guys missed any kind of reviews or are still looking for some, I know D-Crew Colin did, Stoneface Lock went to PAX East, as well as Captain Obvious. I'll probably link their channels in the description. You guys go check them out and watch their videos in which they give their impressions on close quarters. And it was actually quite a bit surprising, really, from what I expected to hear. Very interesting videos. I encourage you guys to go watch them. But suppression for me is the biggest thing, I think, when it comes to, is Battlefield 3 ready for close quarters? Vehicle gameplay is not going to be really any problem at all. I still think that vehicles overall, just in the state of the game, are a little bit too underpowered. I feel that I am less scared of tanks, I'm less scared of LAVs, I'm less scared of everything now. And is that right? Is that how it should be? Or should it go back to really the way it was prior or before the patch, where really tanks were pretty dominant, LAVs were still pretty dominant? For me, that's kind of how I like to do it before. I don't like the fact that now tank's armor is just, it's so incredibly vulnerable to almost everything. I mean, M320s, it seems like just dominate tanks, even though they really don't. It feels like it. RPGs do so much damage. Javelins, one hit disable, two hit kill. That's pretty fast. Now, I can understand why they did that, because a 3-hit javelin kill is, honestly, that's a little bit too much. So I can understand why it's a 2-hit javelin kill. But really, it just feels like the armor on vehicles it's a lot less than what it was before. And what do you guys think? Do you think do you think that's good, or do you think it needs to go back before where the armor needs to be a bit stronger? Basically RPGs, even C4 doesn't do quite as much damage to it. I don't know. I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Another thing is weapon balancing. Do you feel that the weapons are balanced enough when it comes to assault rifles, carbines, however you want to call it, doesn't really matter. Light machine guns, sniper rifles. Do you think sniper rifles are still a little too underpowered? I don't see very many recons out there like nearly as what you saw in Bad Company 2 when it comes to these aggressive snipers. So, do you think sniper rifles are still a little bit too underpowered, or do you think the recon class overall is still too underpowered? I think it can be useful in some situations, but you really have got to be careful when it comes to actual vehicles and gunfights. When it comes to one-on-one, you really have to be careful, because you got to pick your fights very carefully when you either want to snipe or play the more aggressive recon with your personal defense weapon or shotguns. Me personally, I would rather see recons get a few more weapons, almost like a carbine or an assault rifle. I would really like to see a gun in the recon class that performs very similarly to a carbine or an assault rifle, because personal defense weapons really are limited. They are PDWs, and so are shotguns. Shotguns are your ultimate close quarters weapons, so I would like to see recons maybe get a better gun. I don't know. It's possible that could help out some people that really don't like to play the recon class that much. But then again, let me hear you guys' thoughts on this. Do you think the recon class is too underpowered? Do you think it should be changed? And if you think yes, then what would you change about it? Or if no, let me know why. Why do you think the recon class is perfect the way it is? Now, when it comes to actual weapon balancing itself, the only thing I would change personally would have to be the light machine guns. I don't really like them. As you guys know, the M27 is my favorite as of right now. The MG36, I still can't use the gun. It's so hard to use, and I really just hate what they did to it. But overall, do you guys think the LMGs are good enough? Do you think that, okay, they're fine, they're in good enough shape, we can use them? Or do they need to go back a little bit the way they were before, with that foregrip helping out that horizontal recoil, but not increasing the spread? Because that, for me, is one of the biggest things when it comes to actual LMGs. I can no longer be accurate what I once was before when using those LMGs at range. So that's something I'm a little bit disappointed about. But once again, what do you guys think? Do you guys think LMGs are balanced enough? Do you think they're how they should be, or do you think they should be changed? And let me know how you would change them. So when it comes to the actual close quarters itself, I think Battlefield 3 needs perhaps maybe one more patch before close quarters. I wouldn't make it too giant. For me, the biggest thing I would change would have to be suppression, because that overall, when it comes to close quarters fighting, there's going to be guys everywhere. Once again, I can't know exactly how close it is just because I didn't play the game at PAX East myself, but that's kind of what I think what it will be. So it'll be very interesting to see how suppression plays out in close quarters if it doesn't get patched. But please, guys, what would you change about Battlefield 3 before close quarters? I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and once again, please let me all your feedback as far as what you think overall, how Battlefield 3 is, the state of the game, what you would change about it, what do you think about close quarters, and is there something about Battlefield 3 that you think must be changed before close quarters? And I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah, mental folder, not that good. Glad Truth beat you. You wanted me to join his squad, but then I knew you were coming, so I'm like, fuck no. Oh my god, my brother freaking adds Little Big Planet 2 friends all damn day long.